Hey friends, how are you all doing today? So today I'm in the mood to play with some structure gel. This is Windsor Newton Galleria structure gel. This is an old bottle, but I just found it on Amazon and Michaels. It looks very similar. There's also a heavy structure gel. I think this is the regular. Michaels had both. Michaels.com. They're not sponsoring this video. I had requests for some sunflowers on these little 4" by 4" canvases that I get from Michaels. Aren't those fun? And so I thought we would play with some texture and color and just have a great time. Okay, let's get started. Hey, so I already learned something. I liked drawing around this larger paint tube lid, but I don't think I want my petals to go off on this one. I think I want some blue background. So then I was kind of playing with lid sizes to see which would be better to draw around. That one might work pretty well for the inside. I made my inside a little bigger. But I think what I'm going to do is paint. So I already put out a little structure gel and I was playing with it. And it makes the yellow lighter, but really, I'm not sure how much more transparent it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to make it more transparent because we're adding a medium to an already transparent color. I can tell it's somewhat transparent because that box is halfway filled in on the diagonal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my background light blue violet. And I'm going to try to paint some really juicy colors. So I'm going to paint 2 at a time, in case you notice me switching. And this might not be the cheapest video I've done, because I'm going to use as many bright colors as I can. I'm not sure exactly which ones yet, because you're hanging out with me and we're playing in the studio and we're figuring this out as we go. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to use some bright aqua green. I've got some cadmium orange hue out. Quinachridone magenta. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but that's a really bright, juicy color. I have vivid lime green. I think that's it so far. And I'm going to put some brown. I'm going to use brown in the middle, so I'll probably use some burnt umber. I'll put a note in this video's description where my whole palette, what my palette ends up being, so you guys can know. All right, so I think first thing, well, I used a watercolor pencil. This is from Michaels to draw on my canvas because it'll soak right into it'll dissolve right into the paint. I'm gonna write the word love and a heart, and I'm gonna paint the background, and I'll be back. Okay, let's stop and chat for a second. I'm painting 2 at a time in case I mix them up. I think this one was the first one I painted on the video. And I used a number 12 Filbert from Royal and Langnickel. It's their Menta line. Kind of like, I mean, you could use a flat. You could use whatever you're comfortable with. These are really nice brushes, and they're really reasonably, you guys say that for me in the chat, priced. Let's see, so I'm going to put this one aside because I think this is the one that we're working on primarily. I put out this light blue violet. It's in the heavy body. I don't know if it comes in the basics. I buy paints because I like them. Bright aqua green. And then titanium white. Oh, I could have put out heavy body. Actually, it doesn't matter. Titanium white, because the whole point is I want to play with this. This over here is the structure gel. So I want to play with that. But I got a little ahead of myself. I need to paint my backgrounds. So next, I'm going to put out, where is it? Burnt umber, and paint the centers. So how do I know what to paint? Well, first, I'm like, well, I've never painted this before. It's like you guys are hanging out with me in the studio, which you are. But I know I want to go thin. I want to go back to forward, and I want to go thin to thick. So I'm thinking the background's going to be thinner, at least for now. And then the center is going to be thinner, at least for now. I don't know if I'll make it thicker. We'll figure that out as we go. And then I'm going to put, I think what'll work really well is I've got this small palette knife. I think we'll just put in petals and build them up. And we'll just play with it. So even though I drew this outer circle, I kind of went in on it too. Some of my color, it may be muddier as it gets out here, but that's okay. Or it may cover. I really don't know what it's going to do. But I think that's part of the fun. It's an adventure. Okay, so I'm going to work on the center with the burnt umber. I'll probably mix in some yellow and blue in there too. Oh, maybe I'll throw a little red quinacridone in there. And we'll just keep playing with color. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I'm still using the filbert brush. I'm going to clean it out a little bit because I think I'm done with it. But I thought I'd pop in. I've got some fun, like the pinks. I mixed kind of a little bit warmer pink, but I think I had a little yellow in there with the white and the quinacridone magenta. But where it goes over the blue, it looks a little more purple, which is fun and darker. And then the orange I put on looks red over the pink because the color underneath is coming through, and I kind of have a hippie, fun tie-dye look going on. Oh, and I made a green with the bright aqua green and some yellow and a little brown to darken it, just mute it. And it's fun. I think I'm liking it so far. I think next, so this yellow has the structured gel in it. Oh, and I can feel it's like tackier. I wonder if it's drying too, because I put it out first. I really should have waited to put it out. And I don't know, the bottle container doesn't say proportions or anything. It just says ideal for use with acrylic color to create impasto, meaning thick and kind of like thick frosting. Structure with good peak retention. So if you've ever frosted something, you pull it up and you get a peak, that's what it means. Mix with acrylic color to increase gloss, transparency, so it will make it more transparent, and structure without any added texture particles. Don't know what that means. Do not overthin with water. Apply with palette knife or brush. Clean equipment and water immediately after use. Oh, good to know. I wonder if it doesn't wash out very well once it dries. Well, that is the same with acrylic paint. So I'm wondering if I need to lighten some of this up. Oh yeah, that's drying. I can tell. That's really getting... Let's maybe scrape that off my palette. I think this is okay. Yeah, that's behaving. Let's squeeze a little fresh out. So this dries fast. Could be all the fans and the heat in my studio. It's August 2022. I'm in the middle of the USA, so it's hot. And this is old too. It could be because this is old. I don't know how many years I've had this container. So what I was thinking is I might kind of make a yellow orange. Oh, that's way more orange than I wanted. I grabbed too much. When I talk, I don't always do as well. That's okay. We'll just leave that. Pull a little out. Oh, I need some more yellow. I go through more yellow. I go through a lot of white and yellow, so I tend to buy them in the big tubes. Because yellow isn't as heavily, or it's not as strong of a color. Maybe that's a better way to put it. It's not as strong a color as like the Quinachridone, so you need more of it to mix. There, that's kind of the color I was looking for. What I don't know is if we want structure gel in it already or not. Of course, right now it feels more like paint. Oh, I'm getting some good peaks. Can kind of see it compared to that. Maybe I want a little more. Oops, I just put that in my violet color. Forgot what color that is, light blue violet. And then I was thinking I would start smearing on, not sure how I want to do it. Just kind of start smearing. Oh, that's covering pretty well. Let's start playing with it. And then I'm going to build up to a lighter, whiter yellow. Okay, guys, just wanted to pop in and let you know what I was thinking for next steps and talk a little bit about the color. And I'll be back in a bit. Hey friends, what do you think? I dried it pretty well with a hair dryer. It's dry to the touch, but I think if I were to poke it, it would be wet underneath. So while I'm thinking of it, this is sort of probably the last comment, but I'm going to say it so I don't forget. I'm going to let this dry a week before I put a gel gloss isolation layer on it, and then I'll let that dry for, usually I just let it dry overnight, but I'm going to let that dry for a couple days and then put a satin varnish on it, because when it's so thick, it's going to take a lot longer to dry. I'll link my varnishing video in this video's comments. Here, look, I don't know if you can see how, it's not super thick. I didn't put it on super thick, but I had fun. And then like sometimes I pulled up and you get like a little string. I like that. It's really, and it's kind of shiny. I keep thinking it's wet, but it does say that this is shiny and will make your paint shiny on the back. So that's why I'm probably getting some more glare. Isn't that fun? This makes me happy. So I would just, so I started here. I've got another one I've been working on. This just has it sort of, oh, that's wet. I just pulled it up a little bit. So then I put on kind of a thin layer of the orange to cover. And because I didn't know what it was going to do, just kind of, just like you do with a painting, you kind of build up the values and play with it. But I definitely was conscious of going thin. I don't know if you can see it, to thicker. I think I need to dry this one with a hairdryer a little more. And then this did dry quite quickly, but I just scraped it off if it got too dry. And then put fresh out. I mean, I've had it for I don't know how many years. I'm sure that's actually part of what's going on there. So let me know if you give this a try. You can buy a small bottle of this and paint with your friends. That might be kind of fun to play with it. I'm pretty sure I went through my colors earlier, but just in case. So cad yellow medium hue. Do it one more time just in case you guys want to see that. This periwinkle color is light blue violet, titanium white. It's all Liquitex. Bright aqua green shade in basics right there. Excuse me. I mixed the green, I mixed the orange with the the green I made with the bright aqua green and the yellow and a little bit of brown. The orange is cad yellow medium hue and Quinachridone magenta. And then I mixed a fun pink. And burnt umber. Where's my burnt umber? Oh, right in front of me. Burnt umber. That was really fun. It holds, I mean, you could use heavy body paint, but that's more expensive, I'm assuming, than this. And this, I think I could even build up more, you know, if I played with it and used it more. And then I came back and put a little pink and an aqua dot in there just to play around. Put some dots on my canvas. Here, screenshot. I think you guys will really like this one. It's fun. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments if you give this one a try. If you want to let me know what other things of mine that you've painted that you like, that'll be good feedback for me of what to paint more of. I tend to paint a lot of animals and flowers, but I super appreciate the feedback. I super appreciate all your support. It comes in so many forms. I can't thank you guys enough. Great, big, happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.